In this restoration job, I'm refurbishing the original wheels and glass. Even the trailer hitch lives another day. Hi everybody, and a warm welcome back to Maple Leaf Customs in Switzerland. I'm Andrew, and on the bench today is a 1:62 scale Matchbox Superfast Ford Cortina. It was produced from 1979 to 1984 and debuted in the 1:75 series as number MB055. Mine's a 1981 version with clear windows and a yellow interior on an unpainted metal base. Pretty well worn out, but I think well worth saving. My plan is to do a straight restoration on this classic casting. First things first is to drill out the post. I use a bench vise for safety. 2mm drill bit all the way around. There are two posts in the back, and the first surprise is they're much smaller. They'll require 1:72 size screws, but the front will take a regular size 256. It's a pretty thick coat of enamel paint on this one, so my hope is that all of these marks don't go any deeper than the paint. There's a serious crack in the back window. I'll try to make that less obvious when I refurbish it. Simply plan to wash up the interior and leave it in the original color. But the metal base is going to need some decalking. I plan to save the wheels for originality. So no mods, upgrades, or 3D printed parts. Straight restoration. But still, lots of work ahead of me. The metal chassis shows 46 years of corrosion on it. On my last trip to Canada, I picked up this bottle of CLR. Mix that 50-50 with water and let the chassis sit in there for a couple of minutes. I'll give it a rinse with clear water, and that's a good start, but only a start. This one will need the full Flitz polishing treatment. I've got a couple of different polishing products that I rotate through. They all give the same results, so I don't really have a preference. This is a felt wheel attachment, and the rotary tool is set on the lowest speed. Huge improvement. According to my wiki research, the Cortina is a family car built by Ford of Britain in various guises from 1962 to 1982. It was Ford's mass-market compact car and sold extremely well, making it very common on British roads. It was also the UK's best-selling car of the 1970s. The Cortina was produced in 5 generations, Mark I through Mark V. From 1970 onward, it was almost identical to the German market Ford Taunus, being built on the same platform, which was originally a different car model. This was part of Ford's attempt to unify its European operations. Altogether, variants of the Cortina had over 1 million sales, with each successive model proving more popular than its predecessor. It was a true success story. I'm continuing my summer road trip buddy build series with friends over the next several weeks. You'll see these different themes coming up, and I hope you'll be tuned in for each one of them. Gonna be lots of fun. My plan for airbrushing the Cortina involves Tamiya Clear Red X27 going on over the highly polished body. I've had good success in the past with this technique. It will be a slight departure from what the original paint scheme was, but I know it'll give me a sharp-looking finish. After finishing working on the glass, the original wheels get refurbished, starting with a good cleaning, and I carefully re-chrome the rims using a pen. And they're good to go. Today's community shout-out goes to TT Diecast Collections and Customs, brand new on the scene with 11 subscribers, so I'm inviting you to help me pump those numbers up and get a fellow hobbyist off to a good start. Unfortunately, I got a bad reaction between the Tamiya clear paint and the clear coat, so for expediency reasons, I resprayed the car in Vallejo red acrylic. In the end, the respray more closely resembles the original enamel paint, so that actually worked out okay. The glass cleaned up pretty well. Just a good brush up was all that was needed on the interior. Refurbished metal chassis and original wheels, all ready to put back together. Remember the different sizes of screws that were required. These are 172 size in the back. I don't know why they're so small or why there's two of them. Ask Matchbox. And a 256 Phillips head screw in the front requires a different screwdriver. All done. And a smooth roller. Let's have a closer look. That's the second paint job and finish, which came out very closely matching the original. Refurbished glass, and I did my best to remove that scratch from the back window, but it still peeks through. That's too bad. Trailer hitch survived. Nicely done chassis and wheels. I think it was a beautiful restoration of a classic casting. It had taken a beating in its former life. Signs of being well loved. Now it's looking fresh again for a brand new start. As simple as a straight restoration on an old casting can be, it's very satisfying for me. There can still be a stark difference between the before and after comparison pics like you see on this one. Because it's bulletproof with no added on 3D printed pieces, this is a car that can be put in a custom blister pack and be delivered to my local Goodwill store as a gift for a little boy or girl. Thanks for visiting my channel again today. I hope you enjoyed this straight-up restoration. Drive carefully. It's coffee time.